Jefferson Parish economic news. That's a regional get. It was funny that I had some folks talking about it on social media. Someone mentioned, I was hoping it would go to New Orleans East. Some comments, no one would go there. You're dead wrong. If there was an IKEA at the old Plaza site, the Reed exit, I-10 at Reed in New Orleans East, and IKEA, it would be slammed with folks with license plates from Mississippi as well, and Jefferson Parish folks and North Shore folks and folks from Baton Rouge, maybe as far as Lafayette, Jackson, Mississippi, definitely the Gulf Coast, maybe as far as Mobile, Alabama. IKEA is a regional grabber. Folks come from all over. No one's going, oh, I'm scared to go to New Orleans East. You're not driving deep into, Michoud out at, or at night, not Michoud, but down like Endowment Road or, Chef Highway and I-510 at night or something. I mean, it's nothing like that. So no, that those kind of, no one would go to the East is incorrect. The reason the Plaza site probably isn't as advantageous to say IKEA as the Esplanade site, strictly where it's located. If Gulfport Biloxi had population like Baton Rouge, and Baton Rouge had population like Gulfport Biloxi, the Plaza site probably would be more coveted. From what I understand, and maybe Jerry Bologna knows more of the specifics, IKEA likes to be within 60 miles. When they build a store, within 60 miles of that store, minimum 2 million people. 2 million people within 60 miles of the store. If you go to the west side of New Orleans, the Esplanade and Kenner, you bring Baton Rouge into the equation. You lose Gulfport Biloxi, but you bring Baton Rouge into the equation. You go to the Plaza side, the New Orleans East side of New Orleans, you lose Baton Rouge and you gain maybe Gulfport Biloxi. And there's just maybe 400,000 in that Gulfport Biloxi, area, Pascagoula, and there's 850,000 in Metro Baton Rouge and growing. Was growing. Anyway, we'll talk with Jerry Bologna because an IKEA at the Esplanade Mall truly solves that problem. You get some stuff going there like Clearview with the apartments, kind of a lifestyle center thing, get some restaurants. You already have a bunch of stuff already out there, retail on West Esplanade out there, fronting the mall. You have an exit to the mall basically off I-10. You get apartments, work, play, live, that work, that kind of lifestyle center gimmick. That would work. That would be huge. No, this might be the answer. You don't want to pull a LaToya the Destroyer Cantrell, though, and say, hey, it's a done deal. They're coming. You remember the Lowe's, speaking of New Orleans East, I-10 at Reed, supposed to be a Target going in that location. Target was going to come in, retrofit that Lowe's, and kaboom goes the dynamite right there. And I'm assuming it was right on the fence. If there were 20 people voting, 11 voted for it, 9 voted against it, is my guess. Like Target said, let's do it, but they weren't like freaked out about it. Because Mayor LaToya Cantrell opens her mouth too early, says we're getting a Target at the old Lowe's in New Orleans East, publicly announces it, even says while publicly announcing it, this is the crazy part, I shouldn't be saying this. This is probably premature. I shouldn't be saying this, but like a child, and blurts it out. Target gets wind of it. They put out a statement like, we have no decisions on future Target locations. You can go to our website. The ones we have listed are the ones. And it was like other states all around the country, nothing about New Orleans East. And then it went away. And sadly, instead of huge tax revenues coming out of that location, it's a Salvation Army store, Goodwill store. They're going to do a few million in business. Target would do tens of millions in business. Just a whole different dynamic. No one's setting up shop around the Goodwill store. A Target, you'd have Other businesses go up. Restaurants and the like would go up around the target. So no, a big miss because someone opened their mouth early, aka Junket Cantrell. So no, Kenna, brah. Shh, keep it quiet. You can say we're talking, and that's all that's been said. So they're not breaking any rules, but announcing it prematurely, that would just run IKEA away. Can you imagine right now, IKEA folks hearing, IKEA is coming to Kenner. Kenner folks are announcing that an IKEA is coming to their city, to their town. IKEA would run like Target did. Got a lot to discuss. A Forbes billionaire list. Thin-skinned Louisiana peeps. We'll discuss that and more. Hey, Latrim is hiring. Are you looking for a new job, a new career? So many people at Latrim have been there decades and decades and decades. Go to their website for a full listing of positions available. Find out more about Latrim at latrim.com. Go to the website right now, latrim.com.
Some people think paint is paint. Well, it ain't. Paint ain't paint. At Helm Paint, we only sell Benjamin Moore because it's the best paint on the planet. In the end, you'll save time, effort, and money because Benjamin Moore paints cover beautifully in coats. So the next time you pick up a brush, remember, big box, big mistake. Because paint ain't paint. To get the best, you gotta go to Helm. Let us steer you right. Helm Paint.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, with 5 area locations, New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa, woodhousespas.com.
Want to stay somewhere special when visiting New Orleans? Look no further than the Grand Victorian. Located in the Garden District on the St. Charles Avenue streetcar line, the Grand Victorian is ideally placed for visiting the city's local attractions, fabulous restaurants, shops, and more. Make your stay in New Orleans something to remember. To find out more about the Victorian or to book, go to gvbb.com. The Grand Victorian.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 455-60809. Dave Miette, insagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, insagency.com.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Japan and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes are magazine. As unique as you.
Come experience the best smoothies in the metro area at Smoothie King. Jay and his father have been Smoothie King franchisees for decades on Jefferson Highway across from Oxnard, on Airline Highway at LeBar by Causeway. Smoothie King.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again, ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon 9-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. Get Audubon Gutters.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Francesca Deli and Pizzeria has over 15 specialty sandwiches, a big 10-ounce burger, and some of the best pizza in New Orleans. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End.
Yeah, you right. Crescent City and beyond. Corey Johnson back at you on a Tuesday afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us. Getting warm, 77 degrees. Is an IKEA coming to the Esplanade Mall? No official announcements, just the fact that Kenner officials have spoken with IKEA. IKEA potentially has an interest maybe in the Esplanade Mall. Talk about problem solved. If I'm like some Jefferson Parish official, I get an IKEA at the Esplanade Mall site, I'm like, problem solved. And then just it's all lanyap and gravy after that when you get these maybe apartments that pop up and other restaurants and maybe a lifestyle type center based around that IKEA. Who knows? This guy might know. He runs JEDCO, the economic arm for Jefferson Parish. Jerry Bologna is with us on the program. Jerry, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, Corey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we should have done this a long, long time ago. How's everything going?
Everything's going great. It's been a tremendous start to the year for us over here in Jefferson.
Yeah, I'm going to get into that with you. I want you to tell us about some of the big victories and why things are moving in such a positive direction. But first, that's big news about a potential IKEA. Can you tell us about it?
Sure. I'll provide a little context there because how this really gained some momentum is the Kenner City Council recently had a subdivision request from the current property owner to parcel out some of that land. And I used IKEA as the perfect example as to why having that mall property as one large property benefits us, because IKEA is just one example of someone who has looked significantly at that location, and their need is for a clear control of that entire site. And that site, has some hurdles. You have Dillard's that still owns their own footprint within the mall. Target owns their own footprint,